The Disappearance of the Allendale Phantom, a true crime tale from Allendale, South Carolina. The quiet town of Allendale, nestled in the rural heart of South Carolina. Allendale is a small town where time seems to move slower than the muddy waters of the nearby Savannah River. With a population barely scraping 3,000, it's the kind of place where everyone knows your name, your business, and the color of your Sunday best. On October 15, 1998, this sleepy hamlet became the epicenter of one of the most perplexing unsolved mysteries in American true crime history: the vanishing of 34-year-old Evelyn Evie Harper, dubbed by locals as the Allendale Phantom. The night she vanished, Evie Harper was a beloved figure in Allendale. A single mother of two and a part-time librarian, she was known for her warm smile and her knack for spinning tales that kept the town's children enthralled during story hours. That fateful night, Evie was last seen leaving the Allendale County Library at 8:47 p.m. after locking up. She had stayed late to organize a new shipment of books, a task she often took on with quiet dedication. Security footage from the library's outdated camera system captured her waving goodbye to the night guard, her silhouette framed against the glow of the single street lamp outside. Her 1995 Ford Taurus was found the next morning, abandoned on a desolate stretch of Highway 301, about 5 miles from the library. The car's engine was off, the driver's side door ajar, and Evie's purse, containing her wallet, keys, and a half-read mystery novel, was still on the passenger seat. Oddly, her phone was missing, and there were no signs of a struggle. The only clue was a single muddy footprint near the rear tire, too smudged to yield a clear print but large enough to suggest a man's size 11 shoe. The investigation begins. The Allendale Sheriff's Department, ill-equipped for such a high-profile case, launched an immediate search. Bloodhounds traced Evie's scent from the car to a dense thicket of pines, where it abruptly stopped near a shallow creek. Divers scoured the water, but no body was found. The FBI was called in within 48 hours, given the mysterious circumstances and the potential for foul play. Agents interviewed Evie's ex-husband, Daniel Harper, who lived in nearby Augusta, Georgia, and had a history of domestic disputes. However, Daniel had an airtight alibi. He was at a bar with friends, corroborated by receipts and witnesses. Rumors swirled. Some townsfolk whispered about a drifter seen hitchhiking along Highway 301 the night before. Others pointed to a reclusive hunter, Silas Mad Dog Turner, who lived in a cabin off the grid and was known to harbor grudges against the town's elite. Yet, no concrete evidence tied anyone to Evie's disappearance. The case grew cold by early 1999, leaving behind a community haunted by unanswered questions. The eerie discoveries in 2002, a breakthrough, or what seemed like one, emerged. A group of teenagers exploring the woods near the creek stumbled upon a rusted metal box buried under a fallen log. Inside were Evie's library badge, a torn page from the mystery novel she'd been reading, and a lock of dark hair that DNA testing later confirmed was hers. The box also contained a cryptic note scrawled in red ink: "She knew too much." This chilling find reignited the investigation, but the location yielded no further clues, no fingerprints, no footprints, just the box and its macabre contents. Theories abounded. Was Evie silenced because she uncovered something sinister in the library's records? Some speculated she'd stumbled upon evidence of a local crime ring, perhaps tied to the trafficking of goods along the highway. Others believed the note was a red herring, planted to throw investigators off. The FBI dug into the library's archives, interviewing patrons and staff, but nothing unusual surfaced, except for a vague recollection from an elderly patron who claimed Evie had been acting nervous weeks before her disappearance. The phantom sightings. As years passed, Allendale became a magnet for ghost hunters and true crime enthusiasts. In 2005, a truck driver reported seeing a woman matching Evie's description standing by the roadside near where her car was found, only for her to vanish when he slowed down. Similar sightings trickled in, always at dusk, always near Highway 301, fueling the legend of the Allendale Phantom. Psychics were brought in, claiming Evie's spirit was restless, hinting at a burial site where the water meets the earth. Searches of the creek and surrounding wetlands turned up nothing but mud and frustration. In 2010, a retired detective revisited the case, theorizing that Evie might have been abducted by someone passing through, possibly a trucker with a route along the I-95 corridor, which intersects Highway 301. He pointed to the missing phone as evidence of premeditation, perhaps used to lure her out of the car. Yet, without the device or a suspect, the theory remained speculative. The legacy of the unsolved today, October 1, 2025, Evie Harper's disappearance remains unsolved. Her children, now adults, have kept her memory alive through a foundation that supports missing persons cases in rural America. The Allendale Phantom has become a cultural touchstone, inspiring podcasts, documentaries, and even a low-budget horror film released in 2023. The muddy footprint, the cryptic note, and the ghostly sightings continue to captivate, a testament to a mystery that refuses to fade. Highway 301 still cuts through Allendale like a scar, its quiet stretches a reminder of the night Evie vanished. Was it a random act of violence, a calculated murder, or something more sinister tied to the town's hidden past? The answer lies buried, perhaps literally, waiting for the day someone, or something, uncovers the truth.